All right, go through a quick rundown of what's here. 2015 Yukon XL, 2013 Duramax LML with the Allison. Connector one here is a connector that intertwines with the inside of the vehicle and the fuse box, primarily the body control module. Every wire has been researched, traced, connected. Every wire has a place in this vehicle. Service manuals on both vehicles indicate that 99% of all the wiring even have the same numbers, the same service numbers, diagram numbers. So they even reference the same way inside the manuals. So all connections have been made, verified inside the vehicle, fuse box. It's doing everything it should at startup, not startup, things on, things off. Seeing all my signals here, my accessory wake up, accessory on, signal wires come live when they need to. Transmission control module, motor, everything's wired up. Got a few of these sitting around. They're the emissions. Got a few more on the other side. But you do sees its accessory wake up, everything it needs to see. Few wires extra. Plumbing in and out of the motor is done via air dog or relay. So take you through my problem real quick, but before I do, I see accessory on, accessory wake up, everything here is supposed to see, everything here is supposed to see, everything on the glow plug, everything on the fuse box. I got bus, data bus. I've seen it on the scope. Here, over there, inside the car on the accessory port. The gauge cluster is giving me information from here. It's reading it, shows it. Whole center display on that cluster has changed to more diesel specific requirements and needs and gauges. So it just worked. I'll go through my problem real quick and then I'll show you the accessory. What I'm believing is happening is the authentication, the marriage between the path control module, maybe the cluster, I don't know how much it's involved, the body control module, the CM out there, TCM. Well, they're far into this vehicle. So on startup, my opinion is that push button start. This body control module is not sending the start command. And even if, probably because it's not happy, even if I go out there and bump the starter off myself on the solenoid, the injectors never fire. ECU never commands the injectors to go live, and I suspect because it's never got its signal. Some of the truck's doing what it's supposed to do at startup. I'll show you that. I don't know if it's seeing a don't start command on the bus from the FES system, or if it's never getting its start command, because it's via bus system too. If it was via a wire, I'd make it happen if it was a toggle switch on the dash. But it's commanded through the bus. I don't think it's getting its command, or it's receiving a don't start command. Well, let's walk through what it does. So, when you push the button first time, comes on as is, as it should. And hey, dude, if you want to start it, you got to push the brake. Okay, let's push the brake. Okay. It just went in to start mode. And so most accessories shut down during this moment. It's supposed to be cranking right now. When the motor comes up, everything else will come up too. It'll trigger that, hey, we're up and running. Everything comes back on. Well, more stuff comes back on because more modules come online once the motor's running. This will eventually time out. There it went. It times out. When it times out in the all modules on state. So I'm getting some warnings. Sometimes I get the FET's deterrent warning there. I think I unplugged the whole module to see what the hell would happen. That may be why I'm not getting the FET's deterrent module right now. Nonetheless, plugged up or not plugged up, the results are all the same. I just get a warning sign. So once it comes on live, all modules are up and running now. And I thought, well, maybe I could crank it manually, just by the solenoid. And when I do, I get data everywhere but the injectors. The injectors care nothing about, I got a switch, it just goes to the relay of the solenoid. That'd be a relay, my bad. Relay on the starter. So, yeah. So I get data everywhere but injectors. The injectors care nothing about firing. This ECM is not going to fire the injectors. It's not going to happen. Even in that moment where it's supposed to be cranking and everything's shut down, I've come out and tried to manually do it. It will not do it. This thing is not playing. It's getting something it doesn't like. It's either it's not getting authentication, or it's picking up a don't start, or it's not getting the start command to begin with. So, you know, this is the over my head part. Software hacking.